You having a good time? Okay. So I need your imagination for a moment. So picture with me this guy who has great expectations for his future. He wants to grow up as a scientist, for example. And he has all the talent to be one. He's 10 years old and he has the perfectly prepared mind to be a Thomas Edison, for example. So where are the clubs where he can go and express this kind of brainstorming and practice the study of science? And why do we have to imagine what can be real and true with a little bit of self-esteem? Another example, someone who likes to just talk. You wouldn't even try and talk to that guy. You know that he'll talk back, you'll talk back, boom, there's an argument. You guys don't fit in together. He likes to talk, you don't. Okay, so where are the simple debate teams and groups where he can go and be talkative as much as he wants and do what he does best? I've got a great experience with physics. In class, everybody thinks I'm the best with physics. And don't get me started about the amount of attention I pay in the physics class. So what if I want to explore more of what's behind the subject and discover more of the creative world of physics, because I pretty much think I'm not getting enough information about it at school? So what we need to do for this young genius layer of our community is to establish the simple clubs and centers where they belong according to their different interests. Because it's all about getting out of the school curriculum cage to find out what's not found out about an interest. And you might as well be locked there forever if you don't get to go out now. Okay, don't expect to have a habit when you grow up if you didn't get used to it as a youngster. My teacher taught me that was the phrase that always helped me to face whatever problem I have in my way. Erasmus, a classical Dutch scholar, stated that the main hope of a country or a nation lies in the proper education of its youth. Sponsorships. Sponsorships is one of the most things needed to help the idea go forward. So we must find these club sponsors and help them and use their financial and technical support and help them be well commercialized. Now let me ask you a question. Wouldn't this spring out individuals with higher educational potentials to make better people of themselves? All these are questions asked by the universe. Who has the answers? I do, you do. Who does? We do. And of course, none of this is done without the motivation of the person himself to build whatever interest he or she has and his self-encouragement. And of course, not only the motivation of the person to build an interest, but also the motivation of the person to complete it, just how Mama taught me. And most people think that Sudan's main problem is that they have the motivation to develop the country, but they only have a negative perspective, and therefore they don't have the motivation to complete developing the country. So I, with the help of some of my friends and family, did a simple survey to the general society of different genders and occupations about what you think about the idea. Got many positive answers. Do you agree with the idea? 1. The majority of the people answered yes. Okay. Do you think the idea would work and last in our community? As twice as the people who said no answered yes. Do you think it will be beneficial for youngsters with whatever interest they want to study in college? Okay, Almost all of the people who filled the questionnaire answered yes. The concept that Sudan is not a lazy country, but it only lacks motivation, and that's the reason for its slow development. 83% answered yes, the rest answered no. Okay, but shockingly, after going through each survey, each questionnaire individually, each paper, and separating them according to the gender, I found out that females are more open-minded about the idea than men. Give it up for the females in there. Okay. All of the females who filled the questionnaire agreed with the idea, and all of them thought the idea is beneficial for youngsters later in their life. "61% of the females who filled it said it would work and last in our community. The rest said no. The Sudan lacks motivation. Almost 77% of the females who filled it said yes. Okay, I got another proof that females are more open-minded. Give it up again for the females in here. Okay. Their sayings, their comments they added in the questionnaire. One said that I just hope that these are not only written words on papers and that you would practically do the idea, and I wish you good luck. A female in college said that. Another female in college stated that yes, our country may not be supportive to the idea, but only the people can make the change. A female studying in a lower level in high school stated that yes, Sudan is a lazy country, but we are the reason. We can't blame the country without blaming ourselves, if only we worked harder. In my opinion, I think that Sudan is full of youngsters with talents, but they are just too involved and dissolved in other judging granules. So as a conclusion, building interest through clubs and centers could really be beneficial for the youngsters and for the country and its development. Because youth is the base and the foundation of a country. Youth can be the change, and with youth, everything is possible. And thank you so much.